Well, hey, let's kick it off to our next segment, which is always our Community Spotlight segment. And this is brought to us by our good friends at Gateway Bank. For more than 10 years, Gateway Bank has worked hard to earn the opportunity to do business with you. Today's nonprofit organization started 32 years ago in a small yellow house on Country Drive, just south of its present location at Broadway and Country Club. Paz de Cristo offers a hot, nutritious meal every evening of the year to 150 to 200 individuals, serving approximately, ready for this, 70,000 meals a year. Let's welcome the new Executive Director of Paz de Cristo, Mr. Joe Tansill. Joe, welcome to Mesa Morning Live. Good to have you here.
Hi, Mark. Thank you for having me.
Well, welcome to Paz. Give us a little brief background on where you came from and how you got here.
So I came from Chicago. During my college years, I came out to ASU and found that I could play golf year-round here in Arizona and thought I kind of landed in paradise. And I'm still of that opinion over 40 plus years later.
That is so funny. That's happened. That's what happened to me. So, yeah, that's where we get hooked on the winter weather, and then we get through the summers. But well, welcome, and tell us a little bit about your history and how you arrived at your new position at Paz de Cristo.
Yeah, so I recently retired from serving with Maricopa County and the state of Arizona over 28 years in public service, and I was looking for a new kind of career path to close out my working years. And I feel very fortunate that I came to Paz de Cristo. I actually was with Paz as a volunteer when they got started in that little yellow house on Country Club.
That's awesome. You know, the number that I just threw out there just baffles me. 70,000 meals a year. Who can get a meal at Paz de Cristo?
Really, we serve anyone that comes to the doors of Paz de Cristo. You know, we serve principally those that are struggling financially. You know, the working poor, the homeless. But anyone can come to Paz de Cristo for a hot, nutritious meal.
Well, that brings up the next question. Where do you get your food? How is it made? Where does this come from?
So we get our food, we prepare all our food here. We have a wonderful commercial kitchen here. So we prepare all the food. We get our food from a variety of sources. All the food banks help support Paz de Cristo. And then through individual donors, we accept food from individual donors throughout the week. And then we also have, as I was watching the show and enjoying the piece from Los Sombreros, we also have a number of businesses that will sponsor us and provide us with a meal from time to time. So I welcome Los Sombreros to join the Paz team.
That's awesome. Now, logistically, how do you serve that? I mean, it's not like you have this sprawling campus. How do you serve that many people every night of every week of every month all year?
Yeah, so we're a very efficient operation. We've been doing this for a long time, serving lots of meals. So, you know, we have a beautiful, recently enclosed dining room where pre-COVID, pre-pandemic, you know, we are able to seat all the guests in our dining room, and we have a nice serving line, and it goes very smoothly. And then after the pandemic, you know, we unfortunately had to close the dining room. We've kept it closed because of, you know, CDC recommendations on congregate meals for the population we serve should not be in closed spaces. So we shift to a grab and go meal, which is kind of a walk-through. And we also even have a drive-through service that people come and get their meal and then leave.
That's great. You know, Mayor Ed McMahon.
Yes, sir.
It's got to make you proud to see businesses like this that step up and really. You know,
I'm more proud of Paz de Cristo than I think hardly anything I can think of in the city of Mesa. This is really a legacy institution that for decades it's always been hard to volunteer at Paz de Cristo because people relish, their opportunity to serve there so much because it's such a positive experience. So I typically get to take some city council members and city management down there once a year, and I have to steal, the opportunity to do that from other people, and they don't give it up lightly. I'm excited to see how well Paz is continuing to do, and they've adjusted so well to the pandemic and to the distancing requirements. They have a beautiful new, as was indicated, a beautiful enclosed facility now, but continue to do it in the responsible way of passing it out. And so I'm just curious to know, Joe, are people already fighting, for the slots to come in and prepare meals, under the old way of doing things? Because I assume right now you're getting a lot brought to you from various providers. I know the city has tried to partner with you with some of our COVID relief money.
Oh, absolutely. That's just been one amazing experience through this whole process, is the generosity of organizations and people that continue to support us through this, challenging time. So, we're very thankful. We rely so heavily on volunteers to deliver our meal. We couldn't do it. We have 8 full-time staff here at Paz de Cristo. So, we just kind of work in the background, and the volunteers is what brings the food home.
Did you mind if I interject a quick question? Because I know maybe the public right now, they can't come in and prepare food and serve food like they traditionally have in the past, but you offer other services, that we have seen a huge spike in our homeless population over the last year or so, and we're particularly concerned with that at-risk population during a pandemic. So are there other needs that have arisen? I mean, do you need more clothes? Do you need more money? Has this exposed some other critical needs that you've been trying to address that you need help from the community with?
No, thank you, Mayor, for the question. It has been really challenging times. We are a nonprofit 501c3 charitable organization, so we're always in need of funding. So that's a number one kind of need that we have. But second to that is continuing support of volunteers who are willing to come here and help us deliver our services. We accept donations of food. Right now, we are not accepting donations of general clothing, but brand new clothing we will receive. We offer showers, a hot shower once a week. We have a portable shower unit, and everybody that comes here gets a nice set of new underwear. So they get new t-shirt, underwear, and socks when they receive a shower from us. So we're moving now into the winter season, believe it or not, even though it's still 100 degrees out there. We are accepting gently used coats and blankets. And so that's something that we're preparing up for, and you're welcome to drop those off at Paz.
Well, that was the mayor asked what I was going to ask. What can we do to help? Everybody that's watching needs to know about your services and also feel like they can, if their heart is open to help you, what should they do? Should they find you online?
Absolutely. So pazdecrysto.org. You can learn all about the organization there. You can donate online. You can sign up to volunteer, or you can find us at Broadway and Country Club, the intersection of Broadway and Country Club. It's the Broadway access to Country Club right there, and you can come by and drop off a donation.
And I think rumor has it you've got an event coming up.
Yeah, we do. We have our big annual event is typically a big breakfast, but this year it's a virtual event, and it's actually tomorrow on Thursday, October the 8th, from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. and you can register through pazdecrysto.org. Just go to the website and you'll be able to see what we do as an organization. And we're so honored to have Mayor Giles and Sally Harrison as our honorees as a part of Paz de Cristo, and thank them for all the support they've given us over the years.
Well, that's great. You know, Joe, thank you for taking time out of your busy day. I know that a lot of people, when they hit retirement, they don't know what they can do meaningful for the rest of their life. You've stepped right in. You've found something that you're calling, and you're doing the Lord's work. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you, Paz de Cristo. And thanks to all the folks that are watching at home now, because they've found out about you and they're going to help. We appreciate you doing that, and we'll see you at More Than a Meal, your big event. Thanks,
Thank
Joe.
you, Mark.
Thank you, Joe.